Okay, so it seems that there's been quite a bit of controversy surrounding one kind of VTuber artist and their work on another VTuber who obviously we cover quite a lot on this channel, Cinder. Now, this has been a very interesting one because, again, I've seen this kind of unfold over the past couple of hours or so. And essentially, yeah, this artist called Iomaya essentially kind of, put out this kind of commission work in progress for Cinder, and they said this is too sexy for Twitter. Yeah, that's essentially what they put up, and they actually had to make a follow-up post. Obviously, there's been a lot of people down here as well, after, you know, some people saying, you know, please do kind of commissions and stuff. A lot of people asking for commissions, but obviously some people as well saying, what if people would pay you, ask for a commission, so you do not draw Cinder? Wouldn't that feel nice? Which obviously, yeah, they said no, it'd be pretty childish. And obviously a lot of people being very positive as well, saying, yo, that's so fire, which is obviously great to see. Obviously some people with gifts like this. And yeah, there's been some people obviously talking about, you know, oh, hey, you know, what about this and Cinder and all of this kind of stuff with all of the drama that has gone on, right? And this has then prompted them to put out a response here saying, I'm going to keep it clean. I'm doing a commission for Cinder because we talked about it. We solved our issues and we moved on. I'll block any person who asked me why, if she inserts some drama here, DM me asking, demanding, accusing, or telling me I'm stupid for trusting. Yes, my DMs are surreal right now, full of material and paternalism. It will be an instant block in both of my accounts. I'm tired of people using me for their personal fights, issues, or revenge. Having to post this to stop those interactions is surreal to me. To the good fishies, I hope you enjoy my work. Which, to be fair, I think is fair enough. You know, she is totally, you know, within her own right to do whatever, you know, she wants in terms of artwork. She's allowed to take on commissions. She's allowed to not take on commissions. I mean, we've talked about the VGen drama, right? Where essentially someone denied someone, you know, for because they didn't want to draw like a certain ship, right? And essentially, yeah, you know, I said it's up to them. You know, it's up to them if they don't want to accept it. It's up to them if they do want to accept it. That's totally fine, right? And some said Cinder largely got screwed over by her friends anyways, so it's fine. Said communicate, solve the issue like an adult, good for you, both everything, so I hope everything turns out great. I said proof that money offered anyone will work for a total piece of, yeah, I mean, again, some people are saying stuff like this. I don't think it is a money offered kind of thing. I don't think she's getting like, you know, a multi-million-dollar deal here to kind of, you know, create a little bit of artwork, right? I just honestly think that, you know, they've probably made up, you know, as she says, they have made up. I honestly do think they have just kind of made up, as she says here, and, you know, it's just working for her because, again, you know, artists need money. Obviously, money is a kind of, you know, factor, but also Cinder is a very big VTuber still, right? She is still a very, very popular one at that. And again, working on something like this will obviously help her in her career for working for other VTubers as well. It's not like she's kind of stained anything by working for her. I'm sure a lot of VTubers don't even care that, you know, she's done a commission for Cinder ever since a lot of the drama stuff, right? They will still work with her because her art is good. And yeah, some people obviously aren't too happy. People saying this artist was getting shut down for doing Cinder art. Yeah, I've never seen anyone get flack for drawing the queen bee in a click. I see to God, you people are nothing but a hive mind of justice. Say, again, that's just crazy. I say, this is a lovely post to see. I'm happy Cinder's relationships are healing after all the drama, which, yeah, obviously some people are taking this as a good thing because some people, you know, are obviously healing their relationships and talking it out with Cinder, right? Which, again, is great for Cinder. And obviously, if you don't know, Cinder has been going live, you know, every other day or so, essentially, yeah, doing some stuff. As you can see here, this is the analytics from her stream. Now, you know, she has definitely dropped off in viewership, and I think that's to be expected after everything. I think she still has taken a massive hit from everything that has gone on, but she's still doing great. I mean, 2K is still pretty insane for a streamer, right? So again, she's been doing absolutely amazingly. Which obviously is, you know, good for her. And yeah, I mean, she has been losing followers every single stream, as you can see here. But I think that's to be expected. And again, I don't know how long that's going to last for. I don't know if that's going to like stop at any point, or if this is just going to be a common thing of her losing followers. Again, we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it seems like so far it is happening every single stream, and people are still pretty upset. And I'm pretty sure this is mainly due to the fact of, you know, old followers maybe that have seen everything that has gone on, made up their mind, and potentially saw like a live stream notification come up, and they're like, oh, I forgot to unfollow that, and then they go into stream and unfollow. I'm pretty sure that probably is the case, but again, yeah, you can see it's pretty consistent throughout the stream, these red lines are whenever people unfollow, right? But you know, she has been gaining a couple of followers as well, which I think is also, you know, good for her. And again, I think it is just one of these cases where, you know, you're just gonna have to let it roll. You know, you just have to kind of see what happens. And yeah, it seems like she's been consistently streaming though since, you know, she came back with that huge Google Doc which we covered, which, you know, is good for her. And it seems like, you know, she will be kind of making a lot of money from you know, all the viewers that are still there regardless of the unfollows. So yeah, I mean, it was a pretty interesting situation because again, I think at the end of the day, artists are very, very you know, it's their decision to choose who they work with. Now, obviously, yes, this could have some consequences. I know I said, you know, people wouldn't care if she did work with Cinder, but I'm sure there might be some VTubers out there who might be a little bit skeptical with working with Iomaya, you know, after creating this Cinder piece, right? But I'm sure that they have obviously kind of, you know, weighed out the options, weighed out the kind of, I guess, consequences for that happening, right? And, you know, have decided to go ahead with it. Again, I don't doubt that, you know, they are kind of, you know, smart in who exactly they work with and stuff. So again, I think that, you know, it's totally fine and they know the risks that it comes with, right? But at the end of the day, you know, I think it is good that at least, you know, Cinder has been making, I don't know if she, you know, messaged her first or if Iomaya messaged her first, but it seems like she's making an effort to talk to people and to kind of resolve the issues that she's had with some people behind the scenes without making it a big thing publicly, which obviously I think is a good thing because that is obviously going to mend relationships over a long period of time, especially after a lot of them were cut off so heavily and so, you know, horribly. So again, obviously, we will have to just keep an eye on stuff like that with, you know, other artists as well, because I'm sure this won't be the last time, right? I'm sure this won't be the last time that an artist creates something and they get backlash because it's Cinder, right? I feel like there's going to be many artists in the future because, you know, as a VTuber, you need art. And, you know, as you know with Cinder, she is a VTuber who likes to commission a lot of art, right? So again, I'm sure we'll see other artists who, you know, either she's made up with or they've never had a problem with her or whatever. Either way, that will be drawing more commissions and things, and I'm sure we will see a lot more backlash coming from that as well. But again, we'll have to cover that as it comes. But for now, it seems like obviously, yeah, Iomaya just kind of keeping it clean there. And obviously as well, I think it's also important to talk about you shouldn't really send any kind of hatred or any kind of, you know, DMings or whatever, asking or accusing or demanding stuff of her. Because again, at the end of the day, she's just an artist who is doing her job for another VTuber. And, you know, obviously, I'm sure there's a lot of people asking them questions about Cinder and things, which I think is, you know, very rude. I think you shouldn't be asking that kind of stuff. And also, yeah, accusing or demanding her of stuff just because she drew a bit of artwork. I think that's pretty insane, right? I think you should just let her be, let her do whatever she wants. Because again, as I said, at the end of the day, it is her decision to work with Cinder. And that is going to be exactly, you know, her decision. You know, you don't have any say in it. You, a random Twitter user, does not have any say in it at all. And if she thinks it's the best for her, and if, you know, she thinks that Cinder's apology or the stuff that they've worked out on the issues, right, is good enough, then obviously it's good enough for her and is not something for you to decide, right? Sure, you know, if, you know, you still don't like Cinder personally or whatever after everything and after the kind of response and stuff, that's totally fine. You know, you don't have to like her, you don't have to watch her, but I think going after other people who have forgave her is just a little bit counterintuitive. And I think that obviously, yeah, it's not going to help you or help anybody because, again, it just leads to posts like this coming out being like, please, guys, stop DMing me, stop demanding me, stop accusing me, stop telling me I'm stupid for trusting her, which, again, is obviously pretty stupid. And obviously, yeah, she says, yes, my DMs are surreal and full of material and paternalism. So, again, obviously, it seems like her DMs have blown up pretty massively, yeah, since that first post. But again, as I said, don't go harass people for doing this. Like, not even just Iomaya, I mean, just like any artist in the future. I think it is just dumb and stupid. I think, you know, you are a stupid person if you are harassing artists over this kind of stuff. As I said, you don't have to like Cinder, but also you don't have to attack artists over it, right? But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to Game & Subs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.